Okay, yeah, we are so excited to come here today. We're going to be talking about updates from over the past year at Google in accessibility. So I'm James Stout, I'm a software engineering director, and we've got folks from a variety of roles here today, including UX design, product managers, and accessibility analysts. So ever since 1998, Google has had accessibility baked right into its mission, and that is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. We've got a packed agenda today. We've got updates from Android, from Chrome, Wallet, and everything in between. So next, I'm going to hand off to Perrin, our lead UX designer.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. Thanks, everyone. Let's dive into the world of Android, our Google-built mobile operating system. My name is Perrin. I've worked on a variety of our products for people that are deaf and hard of hearing, so excited to share some updates in that space today. Let's start with live caption. Live caption gives you real-time captions for almost any type of audio on an Android device. Today, we support 15 languages, all on device, on most Android devices. It works best for live streams and any uncaptioned videos, like if someone sent you a fun video from a vacation, definitely try it out and get some live captions on your device. We've come a really long way with live caption. We launched it originally in 2019. We realized captions alone are helpful, but it's really not enough. For deaf and hard of hearing people, missing emotional context means missing a huge part of the message. Our work restores that connection, allowing for more meaningful and more engaging content consumption. This is crucial for not only the hard of hearing and deaf community, but also for our neurodiverse community and anyone that uses caption. As someone who's autistic, I am a regular captioning user, so I'm really excited to see new innovations in this space. I also like to call out that 70% of Gen Z are regularly using captions, so if you're doing something related to captions in your product, a lot of people are going to use them. And here we have live captions with expressive captions. This is hot off the presses from December. Again, going back to restoring that emotional connection. Instead of bland text, we convey emphasis, tone, and sounds like screaming in caption. The feature is available for most of the Android devices in the US now, with support for more languages and countries coming soon. On the screen, we have a football match, a real football match, not an American football match. And here you can see captions screaming and cheering. Oh, how about that? Ollie Watkins wins it for England. So that last phrase, you could hear some of the emphasis in my voice. That was all capitalized to help show that emphasis. This has been a deep partnership with our Google DeepMind and AI research scientists, so we're excited to be exploring new innovations in this space. Moving on to Live Transcribe, which captions your real-world, face-to-face conversations in over 80 languages. You can use it anywhere, including flying with an airplane mode on. You can go hiking and use it up in the high mountains. Wherever you are, we have 15 languages now available offline. We recently added type-to-speak, which is really nice. Instead of having to voice something, you can type it and show it to the person. There's also a TTS button, text-to-speech, so you don't even have to turn the phone around. You can just click that, and everything that you've typed will be verbalized. If you have a handy-dandy Android foldable, we've also introduced dual screen mode for foldables, making conversations easier. The way that this works is when you type something out to speak and you flip over your screen with the screen facing the other way, we show your typed response to the person on the other side, so no more awkward going back and forth showing your phone screen. So next, I'd like to cover our new features for hearing aids on Android devices. We've definitely come a long way. For all hearing aid devices that are LE audio supported, you will now be able to do hands-free calling by selecting your hearing aid device directly from the Bluetooth list in your dialer, your phone app. Another big exciting update we're making is allowing users to access top hearing aid settings directly from Quick Settings menu without having to dig deep into your settings app or the lovely companion apps. Users will be able to see things like their battery level, the Bluetooth connection state of the hearing aid. They are also able to change between the preset set and get access-related hearing tools such as our mentioned live caption, live transcribe, as well as sound notifications, all in that quick-to-access spot in Quick Settings. With this new update, it allows Android to continue to add more features to this space in the future to have a more seamless experience between a user's hearing aids and their device. And now I will hand it over to Tyler, who's a senior software engineer on our Android accessibility team. He works on products for people who are blind and low vision.
Thank you, Perrin. So, some cool things we've got coming in Android or already out. Lookout is our app to help people read out details in the physical world. So you can read text, documents, courtesy, food labels, find objects, and just explore the world. So here you can see a screenshot of the camera showing a plant, and then Lookout is announcing this is a house plant. We now have an images mode in Lookout with you can capture selfies or pictures and help frame your photo with some guidance and improved OCR. And also, we now generate AI captions using Gemini, and you can even ask questions about the image. Find mode in Lookout. This is great. You can actually pick something you're looking for, like utensils or a car, bathroom, trash can, seating, and then just kind of wave your phone around and it will find that thing for you and guide you right to it. Moving on to TalkBack, our screen reader for Android. So we added image descriptions using Gemini AI. So now you can get very detailed descriptions of any image on your screen. And you can also get automatic descriptions on Pixel 9 and new Samsung devices that are generated anytime you encounter an unlabeled image, which unfortunately is a lot these days. So Gemini will just automatically describe the image for you. Or you can activate it from the menu and get a really detailed description, and that's available on all phones. So here's a little quote from one of our users from the Blind Android Users Telegram group. I'll read it to you. I just have to tell you guys about how well TalkBack describes photos on Facebook. All of my friends are putting Christmas pics on their Facebook pages, and when I have TalkBack describe the photos, it gives such a detailed description. I feel like I can actually comment on their pics like everyone else can. This is one of my favorite improvements to TalkBack in a long time. If you have not tried it yet, it will blow you away. So we're always excited to hear feedback like that. Thank you. And hopefully we'll hear more once you try it. Moving on to some low vision features that we built into the OS. So we added color contrast control to increase contrast. You can see here on the left, we have the default contrast, but you can also choose medium or high contrast, like the picture on the right, which increases the contrast of the buttons, makes them brighter, makes the text brighter and whiter, and that's available in Android 15, the latest release. And also, if you want even more contrast, you can use our new feature, Outline Text. And this maximizes the text contrast, making it pure white or black. And it also draws a background behind the text to really give it a solid background so you can read that text easily no matter if it's on a colored background or a picture or something. So you can see in this screenshot we have of YouTube Shorts, there's a picture of a dog. It's a very colorful photo. And if we were just looking at white text on that photo, probably some of the letters would kind of disappear into the background. But now with outline text, you have a background there to add this stark contrast. And we also now preserve colors of link text and other colored text, but maximize the contrast. So it's a really exciting release, and it's actually coming out today in our beta release 3. So go check it out if you will. Now I'd like to introduce Jonathan, product manager on Chrome and Chromebook.
It's great to be here. It's so good to see a full house here today. Thank you for the introduction. I'm really excited to talk about some updates in Chrome and Chrome OS. Before I do, I just want to give you a quick overview. Our focus the past year has been on bringing the best experiences and making them available to everyone. And that includes bringing on-device ML to Chrome and Chrome OS. So that's been a big focus of this year because we think about educators, we think about students, we think about everyone being able to have access offline and being able to try and use these models in their many different situations, especially on managed devices. So I'm very excited to walk you through some of the updates here. I'm gonna start with Chromebooks. So Face Control AI is something that we've launched. It's available for everyone today. The reason we built this is using mice, trackpads, and keyboards can be difficult, especially with those with limited hand dexterity or mobility limitations. This is a new Chromebook assistive tech that combines on-device face tracking and face gesture ML models that allows you to control your laptop hands-free. The goal of this is to improve your productivity and provide an alternative way for you to point, type, and control your computer. I'm gonna show you a quick demo. Here, you can look or point to any app.
Are we still on for tonight at 6? I can't wait.
Or a gesture, and you're able to dictate what you want to send in that email, and then point again to the send button, and finish the journey completely hands-free. So that's an example of what you will be able to do. We have demos of it today in our booth, so we encourage you to come to our booth, check out this amazing feature, and if you have a Chromebook, try it out. It's available in the accessibility features. Another exciting Chromebook launch is we built on-device OCR into the Media app on Chromebooks. If you know about the Media app, that is the native app in Chromebooks that allows you to open PDFs, allows you to open other types of files. Historically, screen reader users weren't able to read PDF files on this app because it was built in Canvas. And with billions of PDFs on the web, this became a limitation for screen reader users on the screen reader user experience. So, with this in mind, we built OCR using Google's OCR technology, and now every PDF that's opened when you have a screen reader on is automatically OCR'd. So you can read it on the device, online or offline. So it's available today. So if you're a screen reader user, feel free to give it a try yourself and open a PDF on the Chromebook Media app. We also launched OCR into Select to Speak, which is Chromebook's text-to-speech feature. Historically, Select to Speak did not support scanned PDFs. Now, if you open a PDF and turn on Select to Speak, we will automatically OCR that PDF so you can play the billions of PDFs that are available out there as if they were any other document. You'll be able to play with those natural voices, and we support a myriad of languages, about 96% plus of the languages that most users are playing languages on. So very excited about that update. Let me jump to the browser now. For the first time on desktop, we are bringing Google's natural voices to Chrome. And it's called Read Aloud, and we're going to be launching it in reading mode, which we launched about a year or so. This feature helps people who find it easier to consume content by listening, improving content, focus, and comprehension. Read Aloud will allow you to play pages, text-dense pages, and it's available on Chrome OS today, and it's coming soon on Mac, Windows, and Linux. This is also going to be demoed in our booths, so please come check it out. And I'm going to show you a quick demo of it. Here you
Hi, this is a preview.
Trying different voices.
Hi, this is a preview. Help every student learn how they learn best.
And
With built-in
you can play
accessibility
a
features,
page, a
Google for
PDF,
Education
Wikipedia,
helps
an
students
article.
and educators customize their learning tools and create
Many
inclusive learning
controls.
environments so they can
Change the speed.
learn, teach, and collaborate with confidence.
We want to bring
Display
all the
and
media
visual
controls that you would typically
features that
expect
enable high
to your web
contrast,
experience.
Screen readers and dictation help people who are blind or low vision access information and collaborate.
There's also highlighting
Google
of the
Workspace
text.
for Chromebook motor and people with Google
you can skip
Workspace
around.
for education features.
We really wanted to bring those Podcastify, those YouTube-like controls to Chrome to allow you to just personalize your experience, how you consume content. We want to make it easier for you to experience the web and make it more accessible. We've also launched this feature on Chrome on Android. So you'll be able to listen to any page, the same media controls, 20 plus languages, and you'll be using Google's natural voices as well. It is primarily available in 20 languages, so please feel free to give it a shot as well. This is another very exciting feature, and we want to bring the browser in parity on desktop and on Android, so you can have that experience available. Another very exciting update is we're continuing to invest on image descriptions and making the web, again, more accessible. We've enhanced Chrome's image description feature on Chrome on desktop and Android. And the reason why is because there are hundreds of millions of images, like it was alluded to earlier, on the web that are unlabeled or that lack good labels. And this is detrimental to visually impaired users that are browsing the web. The previous image descriptions features only covered unlabeled images. And with this enhancement, what we've done is we've identified poorly labeled images and generated descriptions for them. So here's an example of an image that before has an unhelpful label like art or graphic. You can't really do much with that. What we've done is when we identify pictures that are images that are described that way, we will go ahead and still add additional descriptions. Appears to be a fresh fruits in a bowl. And that way we're able to cover millions and millions of more images than we already covered today. And this is, again, our efforts to continue investing on making Chrome the most accessible browser. Another exciting update in Chrome Desktop is we, again, are leveraging on-device ML to make the experience easier, better for you, and allow you to consume more. We've built OCR into Chrome, so anytime you open a scanned PDF in Chrome, we will automatically OCR it and allow you to interact with the text on that PDF. So if you're a screen reader user, you will now be able to interact with that scanned PDF and read it. If you're a non-screen reader user, there's a curb cut effect here in place, and everyone can take advantage of this. We built this with screen reader users in mind initially, but we saw so much value to all users that we decided to scale it. I think the last update that I want to give here on Chrome before I turn it over is page zoom. This is a feature that's been in the making for several years. There are over 1 billion users on Android that enable text magnification. And we wanted to enhance the experience when you jumped into the browser. The legacy solution did not allow for content to be magnified. But with this solution, with this launch, you can now increase text size and the content along with it, bringing Chrome on Android in parity with Chrome on desktop, because this feature has been available on Chrome on desktop for a long time. So you can go on your settings now on your Chrome on Android and change the zoom size for all the pages that you visit, or we've allowed you, when you jump on any specific URL, you can customize that URL, increase the zoom and magnify the layout of that specific URL, and we will remember. And every time you jump in there, that personalized controls that you set up will be honored. So very excited about these updates. Now I'm going to turn it back to Perrin to continue this.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jonathan. I'll take us into the world of workspace accessibility now. We're about halfway through. When COVID hit, the barriers to inclusion on video call platforms became even more apparent. As we were collaborating with deaf individuals on our team, a grassroots effort came up where we realized our teammates' tile was falling below the fold, unfortunately, when their interpreters were speaking for them. A grassroots group of us got together to propose a new feature idea. What if we could pair our tiles together so that when an interpreter spoke, both of the videos would be shown? I'm really happy to announce that this has been launched into our Google Meet product. You can access this by going into the People tab, clicking the three-dot menu, and then you can ask to pair tiles with anyone. This will show up for everyone in the call so that they can all see people and people can get contributions and recognition for their work. Another really helpful feature in Google Meet, you now have the option within layout options to hide non-video tiles. We've added this capability, also a request from our deaf and hard of hearing community to help reduce the visual clutter in meetings. Unlike the tile pairing, this layout option will only show for you, so you can customize your layouts. You can also change whether or not it's tiled, spotlight, sidebar. So we give you both those controls within Meet for how you show up in your meeting, as well as how you can see people in Google Meet. On Google Drive, super excited to announce we've updated some of our shortcuts. Google Drive is built up to work really well with keyboards, screen readers, braille devices, screen magnification, and more. That said, we've heard a lot of requests around first letters navigation. Now, when you're in a list of tons and tons of files, trying to find that right file by name, you can use single letters. For example, in this, pressing L, or pressing P and R, and it will jump to that file name within the list. That said, we did have to update some of our keyboard shortcuts within Drive to make this possible. So some of our first letter keyboard shortcuts have been updated to multi-key shortcuts. To see all of those keyboard shortcut updates within Drive, you can go to Settings and Keyboard Shortcuts, and we have a beautiful little menu of all our latest Drive shortcuts. Another huge announcement, which we've heard tons and tons of requests for, is dark mode. Dark mode is coming to Drive on the web. The setting aims to provide a more comfortable, customizable viewing experience on Drive. Again, you can go into Settings, Appearance, and turn on dark mode as your preference for Google Drive. Also, within Google Drive, when you upload videos, captions for the video can be automatically generated. Automatically generated captions will be supported in English, with more languages coming soon. When you go into a video, you can click into the details, click into more options, and you can add auto-generated caption tracks. There's also an option for your workspace admins to turn this on by default. So reach out to whoever manages workspace at your company, and they can turn this on so captions are generated for any videos uploaded to your Drive. This is also a huge win for searching. We've all been in that moment trying to remember something mentioned in that recording meeting. I remember this keyword. Now you can search that keyword in Drive and it will detect it in the caption track and show you, hey, this keyword was mentioned in this video. So multiple wins coming with auto-generated caption tracks in Drive. And last but not least, we have our workspace editors, so Google Docs, Sheets, Slides, Forms, and many more. Our editing tools offer multiple built-in accessibility features. If you turn them on across the editors, you'll actually see a nice little accessibility menu in our toolbar, and that can go in and show you a variety of capabilities, especially for screen readers and Braille users. Also, if you're presenting slides and you don't have our amazing cart captioners on the fly with you, Slides offers built-in live captions. So when you're in presenter view, you can click the three-dot menu and turn on live captions and get captions for any presentations that you're doing on the fly. Lastly, we've also offered the ability to type with your voice and continue to expand the languages for that. Also, if you are preparing a presentation, we love to highlight, make sure to be adding alt text. We do support alt text across all of our platforms. It's now in the new sidebar for formatting images, so as you go across different images and you click into them, you could quickly add alt text across your presentation. And with that, we'll continue our adventure onto Google Maps. With Maps, you can learn more about the world around you by receiving more detailed walking instructions. For those who are blind or low vision, we're expanding detailed voice guidance and screen reader capabilities within Lens and Maps. So when you go in to Maps, there's a little lens icon, you can click that, and that can help with real-world navigation to things around you, as well as places of interest. For example, ATMs, what restaurant should we all go to tonight after the conference, as well as transit stations. As you're navigating, we'll also give you more detailed instructions on how far away a place is so that you can quickly orient yourself and decide where to go. Within these instructions, we have an example here, someone on the street with a verbalization, you're still on the correct route. It's about 400 meters to your next turn, currently heading northeast on Main Street. We also highlight any sort of busy intersections. We'll call out if you're going in the wrong direction and help you redirect yourself. A lot of really helpful capabilities specifically built for blind, low vision communities. Also within Maps, you can get accessibility information no matter where you search now. Maps has over 50 million locations that have been documented with features around accessibility, like accessibility entrances, accessibility bathrooms, as well as tons of contributions from community members like yourselves. We have a wheelchair icon that was previously available on Android and iOS and is now expanding to desktop as well. On mobile, you're also able to go in when searching for restaurants, for example, and you can find a drop-down toggle where you can look at just wheelchair-accessible restaurants. So we're really excited to continue bringing filtering and searching capabilities that highlight these accessibility attributes of businesses. And last but not least for Maps, as someone who is a New Yorker, you can check for, East Coast, Best Coast. You can easily check for transit accessibility alerts. New York, unfortunately, does have some subway issues with our elevators. That said, we're doing a better job of highlighting those within the app so that before you go on your journey, you decide to use a certain subway or transit line, you will get those alerts and not be surprised mid-transit. And with that, I will pass it over to Siri, an accessibility analyst and subject matter expert who will be covering our Google Wallet updates.
Thanks, Perrin. Let's talk about welcome to the wallet world. Now let's talk about the guided instructions when saving an ID in Google Wallet. Sorry, I'm trying to see where is my cursor. It's gone.
Yeah, no worries.
Decrease the fonts.
Oh, here's the mouse. That's what you're looking for, right? Yeah. Perfect. Awesome. Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you. Sorry, loss of cursor. So again, we recently released an update to the Google Wallet that makes it easier for low vision and blind users to save their state-issued ID to wallet. Screen reader users can now receive verbal directions on how to position their phone camera to take the clear picture of their ID, as well as they receive audio and haptic feedback in real time. Saving a state ID in the wallet is available in the following states, like Arizona, California, Colorado, Georgia, Maryland, and New Mexico. But if you are not from these states, don't worry, more states are coming soon. In this slide, I'm going to provide a quick demo showing a screen reader user using a Pixel phone for scanning the front and back side of the ID from different angles. They are positioning the camera in relation to the ID card as per the verbal guidance, and when it feels that the ID is in the frame, TalkBack will verbally say, hold still, and the picture is captured. And the same process is followed for capturing the back of the ID. I will play the demo now.
Make sure your ID is clear, easy to read, in color, and fits completely within the frame. Can't detect document. Too close, move device away. Too far, move device closer. Move device towards bottom. Hold still.
So now TalkBack is taking the picture of the ID.
Button. Double tap to activate. Scan the back of your ID.
As I said, the same process is taken, you have to follow while taking the backside of the ID card. Now I will pass it on to Jay, who is the lead accessibility analyst who manages the testing services. And she will be covering the new features in YouTube.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Siri, and welcome everybody. Good morning. Thank you for being here. It's always wonderful to see such a full house. I am going to be diving into the world of YouTube. What are some of the new features and updates? So the first update that I wanted to go over is the visual improvement that we made to our landscape mode. I just want to call out that this is available only on the Android phones as of now, but it will be rolling on to all iOS phones later this year. This improvement is to accommodate holding the phone horizontally, just placing it horizontally, or if you're somebody like me, just watching YouTube when you're lying down. On the screen, the picture on the left shows how it was before, and the picture on the right shows how it is currently. We improve the experience by utilizing the space better, removing some of the clutter, and bigger thumbnails, and also better responsive formats. The next update is about our closed captions. So as you're all aware, closed captions are vital to making our content accessible for our viewers. YouTube uses speech recognition technology to automatically create some of these captions for your videos. As of the beginning of this year, captions are now available in 25 different new languages, including Arabic, Italian, Tamil, Thai, Korean, Japanese, just to name a few. With this expansion, it makes our content, our videos accessible to a lot of users, global users. And with that, I'll pass it on to James, who's our engineering director. Thank you.
All right, folks, I'm going to close this out where I'm going to talk about resources, how to learn more about all of this, and also how to get help if you need it. So we've done a revamp of our accessibility resource hub. So this is really for anyone who's a developer or designer or wants to build a more accessible experience. We've collected all of our resources about how to do that well into one place. And I'll share a link in a little bit that'll take you to any one of these pages. We've also done a revamp of the Android accessibility site. We now have dedicated pages for vision, audio, and mobility, and we've translated to a bunch more languages. We've done revamps as well of the Chromebook accessibility site and the Chrome Enterprise accessibility site. So all of this and more can be found from our CSUN site, and we've got a QR code up here, but I'm going to also go ahead and read the URL, bit.ly/GoogleCSUN25. That's bit.ly/GoogleCSUN25. So you can get to all these links here. Just to run through a few of these, we've got our Google accessibility site. We have a newsletter, a great way to stay updated with everything going on. We've also got a really great YouTube playlist. We've got these nice videos that walk you through new features, show you how to use them. Highly recommend that. We do post on X as well. We've got our Accessibility Help Center, and we have a dedicated disability support center where you can contact us in a variety of ways, text, phone chat, whatever works best for you. So this is our big kickoff, but we've got a lot more sessions planned for this week. So just later today, we've got accessibility in RFPs and SOWs. On Thursday, we've got what's new in Chromebook accessibility, so a deeper dive into that area. We've got redefining adaptive gaming on Chromebooks coming on Friday. Also that day, Project Relate, communication made easy for people with non-standard speech, and SoundSense, UX research for inclusive and accessible sound design. So we hope you enjoyed this. We've got a QR code up here to collect your feedback. We really, really appreciate that feedback. I'll read the URL here as well. That's bit.ly/A11Y-event_survey. bit.ly/A11Y-event_survey. And also, we'd love, if you all have questions, just come on up here. We'd love to just talk to you directly, hear about whatever you're interested in. And yeah, thank you so much.